The Worcester City Council in Massachusetts has voted to assign the city as a sanctuary for transgender and gender diverse people. The resolution was passed on Tuesday night and asked for the city council to declare itself a sanctuary city and a place of safety for trans people. Dozens of residents at the meeting shared their stories and pleaded for the resolution to be passed. I can't believe I'm reading this. The footage has sparked controversy online, with many criticizing the city's decision. No shiz, Sherlock. Others have poked fun at the video, with some users labeling those involved as clowns. Oh my God. I can't believe I just read this. I can't believe this is happening. Let's go and check out the video in question.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up?
Bro, what is this? I mean, look at her. She looks more like a drag than anything.
Please.
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
So what you're trying to say is that if we don't make it a safe place, you are going to make it unsafe, which means you are terrorizing people. You will be terrorizing people. You are going to go against the law? Like, what are you talking about? That's a threat. You are threatening us.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Please.
I'm sorry. Am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
Wait. You have 2 children that are trans. What are the odds? Like, if you think about it percentage-wise, this makes no sense. Trans people are a minority, and then having in one household 2 trans kids makes me question that the kids are not trans. It's you wanting them to be trans. You raising them to become trans.
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled.
Good for you.
I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain.
Oh, here we go. The victimizing. It's so easy for them to talk about their illnesses and their problems, as if they are the only people in the world who are having issues and problems and health issues. Like, bro.
I'm on the autism spectrum.
My nephew is autistic. What does that have to do with anything?
And I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be.
What is this? No wonder people are calling it a clown show. Why these individuals are trying so hard to look different? Because they feel different and they want to show you that they are different. I feel like they go out of their way to do that just so they are not called normal. Because normal is boring, guys. Being and looking normal apparently is boring. It's not artistic enough. It's not individual. They have to be special. This is so bad to look at. Like, I don't want to see this.
In your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face.
Yet you just did that. Also, she's like making a point. Also, you don't need an hour to apply. You don't even have to put makeup on your face as a woman. Like, it's a choice. Nobody's making you like, hey, yo, if you're a woman, you have to use makeup. No. It's your choice to do it.
So that you will hear and see me. No. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned
books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at
Bro, what? This guy is scary. He's like about to stab someone.
me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at me.
Okay, we're all done here.
Like, okay, this is a proof that they have some mental issues. Some of them are like they need some type of therapy. This guy needs therapy. This is not a normal human behavior, especially not in a court. Like the sign in the back, I see you, silence equals death. What are we doing here? Why are we going that far? What is he talking about, people dying? Like, who died since Donald Trump became a president as a trans? Give me a name of a trans person who died. Bro.
Fucking pathetic.
We're all done. Come on.
Yeah, see, like, and you want to give people like that more rights? Like, no, I don't want to give this guy any rights. This guy doesn't deserve any rights. Like, look at him. He needs to go and treat himself first, talk like a normal human being, follow the rules, the law, and then we can speak. He's so unhinged. I cannot trust him with anything. I don't want to have my kids next to this person in the street. Because like any moment, like he can just snap and kill someone. Like that's how threatening he looks and acts.
We need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come.
What is she wearing? Do you think that other person who was saying like applying glitter on my face will be best friends with this one? She's so extra. She has grapes on her hair. Extra, extra, extra. No problem for me. No problem. But is it necessary?
And when you come, know that there are strong, queer, and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3. My legal name.
Her drag name is District 3. Why do we even have drag names? Why do we have other names? Why? Who actually cares? I cannot even remember one of your names, let alone 50,000 names and 50,000 he, they, she, pronouns. Like, bro, honestly, why are you complicating our lives? We don't want that. We have no time for this. We have our own problems and issues that we genuinely don't think that you really care about, so we don't really share it with you. We're not that loud out there. We're not that spoken out there. But that doesn't mean that we don't have our own problems to deal with, our own issues in our own household that are really important to us that we are dealing with. We don't want to take out of your time and make you think about us and prioritizing us because we're not narcissistic that way, all right? We know that you have your own space, your own life, your own things to deal with, and we respect that. So please, can you respect us and give us our space? And respect our time and our privacy?
My name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Sanctuary City. This is like an institution for people who have problems. And I feel kind of sad at the same time because they don't see that. They just think they are different, but they don't understand that there is some other issues, some other matters that they have to dig deeper to figure out. They just think they are different and they go that road instead of healing. Like, they don't want to admit that they have issues. They don't want to admit that they have problems that they need to fix. They're like, oh, I don't want to fix anything. You have to accept me the way I am. And this is where the problem appears. They are delusional. This guy has issues. He's a guy. You can see clearly he's a guy. Like, what do you expect me? Why would I say you're a man when you look like a guy? When you act like a guy, when you sound like a guy, when biologically you are a guy?
I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets. I speak as someone...
Why, do they kill you there?
...who is a member of this community.
Why is pissing so hard for trans people? It's like the easiest shit you do. You either sit down or you stand and you piss. There is like no complication out there. You just let go, okay? Like, why do they make it the biggest issue in their life? And I can't believe that we are sitting here and talking about the problem of pissing and how and where am I gonna piss? Like, what?
Your person.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
And what happened? Okay, if your marriage rights are stripped away, which I don't think is gonna happen. I don't think anywhere anyone said that's gonna happen. Let's think about it. What's gonna happen? You can still be married in the name of God or whatever you believe in. You don't have to be married institutionally. You can still be together. And nobody will separate you. Nobody will actually disconnect you two. Like, I don't understand. Also, when was it said that gay people cannot be married anymore and trans people can't be married anymore? Is that a thing? Because I don't think anybody mentioned that anywhere.
I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community? How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Now is the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you care more about funds.
So some of them want money and others don't want. Guys, can we like agree on one path and decide on one thing what you want and like move on from there? Maybe you need one spokesperson, because I feel like every single one of you needs and wants different things. You don't even agree on the same things and you want us to agree. Make up your mind.
Easy funding than trans lives, and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason, but
that's not true.
Normally I would say good evening, but through the chair I will only impart my sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
It's an extremely emotional and
is
taxing
going on?
thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B. Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying to control
Oh,
the
you
rights
did
of
not.
others, and that's not right. We should make Worcester a sanctuary city for trans people. Everybody.
Don't do that. Don't bring children into it. This kid is reading. He doesn't even know what he's reading. He wants to make his own parents proud. Shame on the parents to put the kid into this position and this situation to fight for something he doesn't even know what it is. Let the kid play. Don't make him have to deal with these issues. What is this childhood? Like, this is so sad. This reminds me of like kids who have to go through Hollywood and like celebrities who their parents push them to become celebrities at a really early age, and then when they grow up, almost every single one of them is effed up in a way. Like, look at Justin Bieber, for example. And then they always come up with these documentaries and they say how badly they were treated and how their childhood was taken away from them. This is it. This is how this feels.
Deserves to feel safe, and everybody needs to feel safe. I've lived here for 4 years, and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel safe in the city. My birthday is this Saturday, and all I want is peace and for you to vote yes. Please don't let me down for my birthday. There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy Carlson, you should know tonight.
This reminds me of when I was living in Bosnia, and you have gypsies on the streets using their own kids to ask for money and beg for money. And like you see how malnourished the children are and how dressed they are, like almost with nothing in the middle of winter, just for them to get money. And it is pathetic how they use their kids for their own agendas.
Ever call someone, I'm 7 and I know better. The kids are watching and we're ready to vote you out.
No, if you knew better, you would not be there, sweetie.
Oh my gosh.
And you want to give these people a sanctuary place, and you did. You actually did. You are screwed. Let's see. Let's actually see how this is going to turn out, because I don't think it's leading anywhere good. It's imagine like if you go to an asylum and you tell everybody, I'm not calling everyone here crazy, but almost close. And imagine you go to an asylum and you let every single one of them free in a city, running around, having their own laws and their own rights, and you just tell them you're peaceful here. Everything you do here is accepted. Let's see how far that's gonna go, because as you can see, it's individual cases. Some of them are really out there. Others are like kind of fine, but like ticking, some ticks here and there. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm not really hopeful.